What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna go on a deep dive into Dark Universe. Is this worth the hype? Stick around and find out. So, Dark Universe is one of 5 themed lands in Epic Universe. It places you in the eerie gothic village of Darkmoor, where the world of classic Universal monsters comes to life. From towering stone facades to crooked alleyways, the design feels like you've stepped into an old monster film, but reimagined for a modern theme park setting. The star attraction here is Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment. This dark ride uses advanced robotic ride arms to take you deep into the Frankenstein manor. Along the way, you encounter creatures like Dracula, the Mummy, the Wolfman, and even the Bride of Frankenstein. The mix of animatronics, practical effects, and digital projections really brings the story to life. The ride is intense, cinematic, and easily one of the best attractions Epic Universe has to offer. Leading up to the opening of this park, this was definitely one of the most anticipated rides. The second ride in this land is the Curse of the Werewolf, a family-friendly spinning coaster. It's a fun diversion that adds some variety, but it doesn't quite pack the same punch as Monsters Unchained. With that being said, the queue includes plenty of little nods to classic monster lore, which fans will appreciate. One interesting thing about this ride is no two rides are alike, as the spinning is based on the weight of the car. So you may experience the ride one way one time and in a totally different way another time, depending on who you're seated with and how the seating is arranged. One of the biggest strengths of Dark Universe is the atmosphere. Roaming characters and street performers make the village feel alive, and the architecture sets the mood perfectly. Hey Igor, how's it going?
I do very well.
You need a hand or you good?
I've never heard that one.
That's super original, right?
So rich. Wait a minute, hold on. A round of applause.
There it is. Nice. You mind taking a picture with her?
Why?
I don't know. We'll frame it and show our kids.
Put that over there. If Dr. Victoria sees that,
She'll get fired.
She'll beat me, which I can't.
All right, gotcha. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
Long flathead.
For food, you'll find the Lacey's with monster-themed snacks, Burning Blade Tavern with hearty meals, and Stakehaus, which has some of the most immersive theming of any quick service spot in the park. The food lineup here is surprisingly strong, and it adds to the feel that Darkmoor is real and a lived-in place.
And flowers. Okay. So this isn't a vendetta against butterflies and flowers. You people are very confusing, okay? I don't know why you would tattoo things you love. You tattoo things you hate to remind you constantly and as a warning to others. All right? That's probably why butterflies don't come near you. They're terrified of that.
That is true. That is true.
All right, don't mind the lighting. We're in the catacombs. Stakehaus.
Nilum architect.
We're still on our deep dive into Dark Universe. What do you think of the theming of this restaurant?
This is great. This is fantastic.
This is what you've been needing from this land?
Yeah, this is very good. So I feel like the depth of the theming is perfect.
We have lanterns with stakes hanging off them, skulls hanging off them. We have one of Dracula's wives over there with a stake going through her heart. And just the dim lighting, the
Music.
The music, the paintings.
Honestly, I feel like it's the Florida. Maybe it's the Florida weather.
You think it makes it difficult? But they do HHN.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's not hitting. It's not hitting me. I don't know. They maybe should have made the buildings taller. Get rid of the netting for the werewolf thing. That's like a huge eyesore. I don't know.
So maybe that goes back to the point of people saying they have new trees here, right? So maybe when the trees grow, it'll look different.
Okay, when I'm dead and buried here.
Be sure to visit in 50 years. It's going to be amazing.
But yeah, and honestly, like that whole blade situation, I waited there my 15 minutes. It didn't go off. I have it right here on my phone, waiting, excited. Didn't go off.
All right, so
What just happened?
Darkmoor is definitely lower on Rude's list than she anticipated. Do you want to explain what just happened?
So I'm sitting here waiting for the blades to catch on fire, and it didn't work. There was no ignition.
Shout out to R. Kelly.
Right? Like, what was that?
Maybe it's the weather.
Maybe. I don't know. Can't
Shout out to Burning Blade Tavern. They do offer up a delicious crossbow, which is strongbow mixed with a mead. Delicious, but yeah, I guess can't win them all. Cannot win them all.
Toothless.
Not sure what that means, but we're gonna enjoy this beer that we got from Burning Blade over here in Das Stakehaus for a bit. Continue along on the tour of the land.
Igor was a good addition.
Yeah, that's true.
Like he definitely was very like the character. His character was great. So the last couple of days we were in the Burning Blade, I feel like there was one guy we saw twice, and then
Gregor.
yeah, and then at night we saw some guy coming out while we were coming in, and he seemed pretty good. Today there was a chick there that was too much for me, and I think Dan felt the same way.
Yeah, we got our drink and got out of there.
And he was like, I gotta go. I feel uncomfortable. And I was like, why is she yelling? I feel uncomfortable. And so we left.
Silver lining with that, we ended up in Das Steakhouse because we've walked past it several times, and we weren't really necessarily interested in eating here. We ate already several times today, but we figured why not pop in, check it out, and glad we did.
Yeah.
And yeah, like Rude was saying, character meet and greets in this land are fantastic. So Frankenstein's monster and the bride were great. Igor was great. Invisible Man, we've like walked and seen in passing. Haven't really chatted with this guy yet. For all we know, he's sitting next to us right now. He is invisible. But yeah, so that's kind of our experience.
Is the werewolf here?
I don't think so.
I'm sure they'll add people. The creature. I'm sure they'll add the creature. Werewolf.
They need to. Merman. So yeah, so that's kind of the pros and the cons of this land, and part of the situation I think with Rude and probably several others is the expectations, and the bar was set so high for this place that it was going to be really hard to meet that.
Yeah, well, I feel like when you do horror, the expectation is, and especially HHN, like Universal does horror every year for the last 30-something years, so you're expecting this to be phenomenal. And maybe I'm like the lone wolf here, right? Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't think it's super good. Compared to the rest, this is number 4.
I enjoy it. I like this land a lot. It was one of my higher anticipated lands. Did it meet my expectations? No. But am I upset about it? No, because I don't think my expectations were sky high. It was just kind of like, this should be cool. And it has been cool. I think, we had some surprising lands creep up higher than we thought. And for me, my number one land, Super Mario World, is who I thought it was. Rude's number one land is, Harry Potter, which is, I'm not going to argue back and forth. It's a great land also. It surprised me. I didn't know how many more times you could do a Harry Potter land and make it good, but...
So in the world of Harry Potter lands, I feel like it goes something like this. Ministry, Diagon, Hogsmeade.
So that's impressive that it continues to improve. That it's not like they're beating a dead horse. So, all right, well, that's where we landed on Dark Universe. Got a little spooky in here. All right, so you guys wanted an honest review. I would say one of my biggest critiques of Dark Universe is its size. While the details are fantastic, the land itself feels quite small compared to other lands at Epic Universe. Once you've done the 2 rides, explored the village, and grabbed something to eat, you've pretty much seen it all. It feels like there's room for at least one more attraction, and hopefully Universal expands on it in the future. So the real question, is Dark Universe worth your time? I'd say absolutely it's worth your time. The theming is excellent, the food is better than expected, and Monsters Unchained is one of the best rides in the park. Even with its smaller footprint, this land stands out as one of the most unique experiences at Epic Universe. However, is it worth the hype? Leading to the opening of this park, this was definitely one of the most anticipated lands. We've seen the concept art. We're all familiar with Universal Monsters. The hype around Monsters Unchained, the ride. Curse of the Werewolf being this unique ride experience. It was built up to be the greatest land we have ever seen. So with that in mind, I would have to say this land is overhyped, as it definitely isn't the greatest land we've ever seen, and it's not even the greatest land, in my humble opinion, in Epic Universe. That goes to the Ministry of Magic, Harry Potter, 1920s Paris. But that wraps up this review of Dark Universe at Epic Universe. Let me know what you think. Does this land live up to the legacy of Universal Monsters? Does it live up to the hype? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like we always say at this time, be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. And until next time, holla.
Hello. I am safe, yes. How are you? Yes, that is good. And are you enjoying Darkmoor?
Very much. Beautiful town.
Yes, it is quite lovely, isn't it? Yes, that is a good way to describe Darkmoor. It is my home. I've lived here for 150 years.
Oh, wow.
That's not bad.
Is that a compliment?
Yes.
Big time.
Big
Thank
time.
you. Yes. And my friend is only 3. He is new here as well.